to boot, I think I should just pull this band-aid off. And that's Moby Dick by Herman Melville. Now, this is often regarded as the great American classic, the great American book. And that does make sense during the first 30 chapters of the book. The first 30 chapters of the book are beyond reproach in terms of prose and kind of in terms of characterization, especially with Ahab, Ishmael, Q-Kig, or whatever the fuck that guy's name is. But for some reason, the book continues and it just disperses into this spurgy, encyclopedic drivel. And Ishmael's voice becomes completely passive. Q-Keg and Ahab and Starbuck and all these motherfuckers and the camaraderie between them does not happen. It just gets stifled. This book constantly retreads the same musings, the same dialogue, and it just gets compiled into this boring Gordian knot of just abstraction, and you just get tired of the antics of Ahab. You get tired of everything. The ending of the book, I didn't even care when everyone fucking died besides Ishmael. I couldn't care less. There was no camaraderie. The characterization just took a fucking nosedive at the very end, and the middle section of the book and everything after that, it just detaches you and takes you away from the story, and it makes you so emotionally distant, and everything just falls flat. I'm going to put it in B tier, because for the first 3 chapters, 28 chapters or whatever, it's pretty good. Don Quixote, S tier. This is considered the first modern novel, and this novel is just rich with characterization. I find that this realistic versus idealist resistance when it comes to romance, I find it to be particularly emotionally pertinent to me. Love Don Quixote. I love this novel a lot. So next we've got The Stranger by Albert Camus. This story is boring, yet it's so short, and yet it feels so long. I get why this novel is so important. The Stranger is like one of the first books to have a character that's just so detached and alienated from society, just so apathetic to it, in such an abrasive way. But it is drab and dull. I don't like Montezuma, or the fuck the guy's name is. I don't like him. I don't like the character. I get why people like it. I get why it's important. I get why, but I could not care about it. Okay, let's go. Brothers Karamazov, Fyodor Dostoevsky, S tier. Brothers Karamazov is replete with characterization. This book reads like the human spirit unfolding itself through text. Just amazing book with just some amazing writing. Yeah. The Catcher in the Rye. The Catcher in the Rye is better than The Stranger, in my opinion. I do find that the resentful nature of Holden with regard to society and the people around him, I do find that to be particularly emotionally resonating. I do like his little existential journey through the streets, trying to, find something real. This desperate attempt to just try to escape the monotony and the cyclical, boring nature of existence and of society. I do resonate with that a lot, but it's not like the story is particularly well written and profound. It's not as well written as Moby Dick. I think it's better than The Stranger, but it's not on the same level as Moby Dick. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do it C tier, above The Stranger. So Hamlet, I'm putting A tier. Hamlet is extremely forward-thinking, extremely envelope-pushing with regard to the psychological horror, ghostly thriller aspect of it. It is very complex thematically for its time, and I think it deserves to be an A tier. Because it is conceptually really, 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 really cool given the time period that it was made in. The Great Gatsby, C tier. I'll put it above The Stranger. This book is just so fucking boring. I get why it's important. It's like one of the few books to have this like cynical outlook and commentary on high aristocratic, high class 1920s American society and broadly speaking, the American dream as a whole. But it is boring. I hated it. I don't like Daisy. I don't like the Gatsby. I don't like the main character. I fuck all these people. I don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. It does have some good prose though, but overall, it's just really fucking boring. So, the Odyssey. The Odyssey is B tier. The Odyssey is better than the Iliad in my opinion. I think the Odyssey feels grander. It feels much more like a book, and actually, I don't know, is kind of fun to read, as opposed to the Iliad, which reads like this fucking stupid, historical Plutarch accounting of some fictional battle that is just needlessly descriptive and boring. So I'm putting the Iliad in C tier. It's definitely better than The Stranger. It's definitely better than The Great Gatsby. I'd rather read the Iliad over The Great Gatsby any day. Got 100 Years of Solitude, but this is an A tier. Yeah, 100 Years of Solitude has an amazing, intoxicating, evocative atmosphere of magical realism. It has such a good story with regard to the cyclical nature of familial tragedy, the cyclical nature of human existence, and the cyclical nature of just everything. And it's just the cyclical grinding wheel of time is just unwoven into this very just surreal, dreamlike story. And it's really good. It is a really good book. Although the character names get kind of fucking repetitious. You have to keep on flipping back and forth between the fucking family line. Understand who's who? Yeah. That gets kind of laborious and kind of annoying, but that's kind of like the point, I suppose. Maybe that accentuates the cyclical nature of families with regard to their names or something. I don't know. Whatever. Let's do... I've read parts of Lolita. Is that what that is? I just saw... Did I see Lolita? Yeah. So I've read parts of Lolita. And parts that I did read were just mesmerizing in terms of the prose, in terms of the writing. Like, just in terms of the prose and the writing alone, it has to be A tier. And I didn't even read. I didn't finish the book. I didn't even finish the fucking book because the prose was like, I don't know. Jane Eyre. I don't have any opinion about Jane. I don't really have anything bad or good to say about Jane Eyre. I'd rather read Jane Eyre over The Stranger. I'd rather read Jane Eyre over The Great Gatsby, to be honest. Let's see. Yeah, it sucks. I haven't read any of these. I need to read all these books. Fuck. Yeah, 1984. A tier. George Orwell has had a profound impact on not only in the way we view language. George Orwell has had a profound impact on not only our language, but the way that we view governmental structures. And it is profound, the impact this guy left, and the concepts and ideas that 1984 presents are forward-thinking, are innovative and creative, and still hold up today. Doublethink, Thought Police, Big Brother. It's just conceptually amazing writing